Steph from Simplicity Happens, and today we're going to use this free all-in-one visual story chart to help our 2 to 5-year-olds learn responsibility for doing chores, following routines, and exhibiting positive behaviors. Additionally, we can help our kids understand and learn their potty training goals with this chart. So stick around and I'll show you how to use it. Let's briefly talk about the visual story chart. As you can see, it's fish themed. It says chores and routines at the top, and underneath are multiple squares with fish in each one. Down at the bottom, you have a pond with flowers, lily pads, and fish in each corner. This is the background scene that you're going to use to place your individual fish on. Let me show you the individual fish now. Now with this printable story chart, you'll also receive a bunch of individual fish cutouts that you can use and tailor to your own family needs. So for example, I'm just going to show you a few today. So I have a fish for going potty, a fish for putting toys away, and a fish for getting dressed. I also have fish that have words on them, like great job following directions. And I also have the movable fish, which I'll show you how to use in just a moment. But to show you them, this is the fish that's going to move around the pond. So stick around and I'm going to show you how to use it for daily chores. Let's talk about using this activity for daily chores. So first, we're going to tell our kids that we have a wonderful fish. And this fish needs to get around the pond to talk to all of their friends. But the fish needs help. And then you can ask your child, do you think you can help the fish? And if your child says yes, you say, great, here's how we do it. We need to complete our daily chores in order for the fish to make it around the pond. If you're just trying to establish this pattern with your child for the first time, it might be best to break it down. For example, let's say you want your child to make their bed, feed the pets, and put their toys away each day. What you can do is go through each one with them at a time. For example, if your child makes their bed, you say, great job making your bed. Let's put your fish on the pond. The next chore would be feeding the pets. So you talk to your child about feeding the pets. They follow through with that. You say, great job. We're gonna move fish around the pond. And then you talk with them about putting their toys away. And after they do that, you say, great job. We get to move our fish. This is giving your child frequent positive reinforcement. They're getting reinforced every time they complete those tasks. Now, over time, you're going to want to lessen the amount of reinforcement because you want your child to become more independent with the task. So, for example, as your child gets better and better at these chores independently, you are going to only move the fish after they complete 1 or 2 chores on their own. So let's say they get up in the morning and they make their bed and they feed the pets. Great, now you're just gonna move the fish 1 time. And then you might say, hey, remember we need to also put our toys away. So then you're gonna help them put their toys away, talk to them about it, and you can move the fish. Over time, when they're able to do all 3 of these things independently, then you can just put a fish on for that. So that's one way of doing daily chores from a beginner level to more of a intermediate to independent level. Now let's talk about establishing a routine with this activity. We'll start with the morning routine. So at my house, we really work on getting up in the morning, getting dressed, going potty, and brushing our teeth. So those are the 3 I'm gonna stick with. So for example, let's say you want your child to get up in the morning and independently go potty, get dressed, and brush their teeth. But if you're first starting this with them, again, just like with daily chores, we're gonna break it down. So for example, you can talk with your child about their morning routine and say, hey, we're gonna go potty, get dressed, and brush our teeth. But when they first get started, you might say, hey, let's go potty, and then you put the fish on the pond. Then you say, hey, did you get dressed yet? Then they get dressed, you move the fish. And then you say, hey, did you brush your teeth? All right, they brush their teeth, great job. You're giving that positive reinforcement and you're moving that fish around the pond. And you can always talk about how the fish is having such a good time meeting with their friends. So as your child gets better and more independent with this routine, that's when you can lessen the frequency of moving the fish. So for example, let's say your child gets up in the morning, they go potty on their own, and they get dressed by themselves. Now you can put the fish on the pond, and then you have to remind them, of course, to brush their teeth. And so then you can move the fish after they brush their teeth. And eventually, once they're doing all three, independently, you can just put the fish on the pond. So that's the way to do a morning or midday or night routine. Now, let's talk about using this activity for potty training goals. So whatever your child's potty training goal is, you can use this fish story chart and tailor it to your child's needs. In this example, we'll have using the potty as our main goal. Each time your child uses the potty, you're going to put the fish with the Go Potty sign on the chart. And after each time, if you're in the beginning stages, you'll want to put the movable fish on the pond. The next time your child uses the potty, you put another fish on with the potty training symbol and you move the fish. Okay, so each time your child does that, you put the potty training symbol fish on and you move the fish around the pond. As your child becomes more independent with using the potty on their own, you can move the fish after they go multiple times throughout the day. Let's talk about using this activity for positive behaviors. So whenever you catch your child doing a great job following directions, you're going to want to emphasize that and praise them for it as much as possible. So let's say your child has completed their daily chores of making their bed, feeding the pets, and putting their toys away. And you just found that they did an amazing job following your directions and listening. So maybe you want to say, hey, I really love how you listened today. You did an amazing job making your bed, feeding the pets, and putting the toys away. I love how you listened to the directions. You did such a great job. We're gonna move that fish to the next space because of that. So there you can move the fish around with positive behavior reinforcements. Now, I just want to give you a friendly note on using the movable fish. If you are targeting multiple goals throughout the day, for example, let's say you're working on a morning routine for your child, and then you're working on daily chores, and you're also using potty training. So this is becoming your all-in-one chart for your household. As you transition from, for example, a morning routine to your daily chores, your movable fish is going to maneuver around the pond. And for example, if you're moving from daily chores to potty training goals, your fish is going to continue to move around the pond. And as you transition from your potty training goals to the end of the day, your fish will have moved around the pond. Remember that your movable fish stays even though tomorrow is a new day and you're gonna start again. As your child reaches the end of the pond, you can get so excited with them on what an amazing job they did accomplishing their goals, following routines, and performing chores throughout the week. Now, if you are reinforcing frequently throughout the week and your child's getting their fish to the end of the pond pretty quickly. Stickers are a great reinforcement. Coloring sheets are also amazing. And you can also think about a piece of candy or some type of healthy food that they like during the day for a snack. When you're lessening reinforcement, it might take a longer time to get to the end of the pond. And that's when you can reward with something fun like going out for ice cream or having a really fun experience with your child, among other things. I'm just giving some suggestions. After your child receives their positive reinforcement reward because they did an amazing job on their chores and routines and potty training goals throughout the week, you can just start again. If you like this chore chart system, go ahead and visit simplicityhappens.com for more story chore charts in the Simplicity Happens shop. I hope you enjoyed learning about this activity. If you liked my video, please subscribe to the Simplicity Happens channel. And don't forget to go out to simplicityhappens.com and subscribe to my newsletter to get this free activity and over 20 more delivered to your inbox and within a password protected page. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.